We did not know what exactly was happening. We simply saw the soldiers approaching. They were Hema, and they were burning the houses of the Lindu people. Many of them had been neighbors, drinking the same water from the same well, sharing the same ideas, even sharing food.
Most of the population is traumatized for having seen killers eliminating whole families, slashing people with machetes, with hoes, with sticks, beating them to death, raping women in the face of their husbands or in the face of their children. Christians, some of them were also involved in the killings. And at a point, the church does not have clean hands in the conflict.
Mimi nilikia na watoto. Wakati vita ilitoka ilikuwa mzito sana, baba akakimbia. Nikabakia na watoto, niliteseka sana. Na mpaka sasa ningali niko nateseka, baba hayarudia. Na sisi karibu wa mama mingi wanakuwa kwa hali yenyewe niko nayo. Na wa mama waliteseka, niongeze kidogo. Na wa mama waliteseka sana wakati ya vita. Ba mama mingi balikuwa viole. Na kufatana na mafundisho mingi yenyewe walikuwa naleta ya traumatisme, ndio unaona kameme ba mama wanapima kurudisha mafikiri na kupata moyo.
Trauma healing came about by our area office. It has attached to it a counseling wing. And they got together a group of African pastors and theologians for a first reflection on what kinds of things would help the church to bring something to these people who have been traumatized. And together with then these Christian counselors and these African pastors developed a biblical-based approach that's really aimed at the church. It's aimed at church leaders and giving them tools. The transmission of the gospel in languages of wider communication like Swahili and like Lingala has done something, but in many places it hasn't taken the gospel down into the heart and really changed people's lives yet.
I believe anything you teach in a foreign language seems to stay in that frame, a pack of foreign language. It does not really get integrated in people's daily life. Translation brings the scripture to people in the way they can understand it. So it doesn't look foreign to them. So that understanding is a key thing for people to really understand what they hear. And if people get the gospel in their heart, they become peaceful, bodies. If you feel God's authority on you, then you understand that you cannot kill another person. You cannot be mean to another person. And we don't have enough people to spread all around the villages. And often you find in a village, you find one of the villagers who is, looking after the church. So if we really want those kind of people to be able to teach the people in their villages, we have to get the things in the language they already know. So that's why I believe it's very important to have important materials, including the trauma healing ones, in the local languages.